Hello, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Carl Haavaldsen, exposing the snake oil salesman, coming soon. Well, the soon is now. I just want to make it very clear before I start this video that I'm not here to harm scammers. I'm here to expose them to some hard truths and make them reflect on where their career choices are taking them. More importantly, I'm here to highlight the devastation they may be causing to innocent investors. So I'm not here to destroy Carl. I'm here to save others from their actions. In this video, we will go through the last 2 or 3 years of information I have on Carl. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I stumbled across a Zoom meeting about 48 hours ago, and Carl was in here basically pouring his heart out, telling people that maybe his career choice hasn't been the best for him. I've got some really interesting information. I've been busting scams for nearly 3 years. One of the scams, or the Ponzi schemes that Carl was promoting, was called HyperCosmos. It was one of the most ruthless, disgusting ones I've ever seen. I've got a video of Carl promoting that, gaslighting people, bullying people. I've also got a video where, if you look at this video here is when we jumped into his Zoom meeting just 48 hours ago. The next video will show you where I telephoned Carl and talked to him on the phone, and he still gaslighted me into thinking that I should invest in one of his schemes. The next video was me actually, got a double up there, was actually me looking at his YouTube channel and finding that the videos had all disappeared just within 24 hours. And I was trying to think why that was, and I'll explain that as we go on. And then the big kahuna, the video I've had on my hard drive for nearly 2 years. I published it yesterday. I went through and put all the timestamps in it. We're not going to watch the whole lot. This is going to be quite a short video, but you will see some shocking truths about this snake oil salesman. We're going to call this video the bottom feeder of the earth. He is a bottom feeder of the earth. However, he says in this video that he's not a snake's oil salesman, but he is. And I'll show you why. And I'll show you some of the dirty tactics he's using. I've also invited him to come onto this very live. This is recorded live right now. I said I'm waiting for him in his Zoom meeting, the same one I went into the other day. He has now changed his username and password, and that is not accessible anymore. He doesn't want to be in here with me. He thinks I'll berate him. But I really want to get in the head of these Ponzi scheme promoters, the multi-level marketers that will sell anything. It's like an addiction. It's like they're a part of a cult. It's actually quite tricky to figure out what drives these people. And seriously, I would love to have an interview with you, Carl. So here we've got 2 YouTube channels of Carl. We'll look at them extensively. We've got a Vimeo channel that had about 345 videos in it that have all been deleted. Not because of me, but because Canada has released a 51-page document saying that the schemes that Carl's promoting have been flagged by the FMA, which is breathtaking. And we'll look at some of his Facebook images where you can see he's been rampant at promoting these scams. So when the announcement came out, once again, as he always does, he deleted all the videos, trying to hide the evidence, no doubt. So I've also got quite a few other things, but let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to do was actually look at the video when we gate crashed his Zoom meeting. We had the Avengers in there as well, and it was quite funny, but some of the statements he made were kind of strange, and I will elaborate. I'll just reset my machine so we get the sound working, and we'll get stuck straight into it. This won't be long. First thing we'll do is we will press play. And this was recorded live as well, but we've just chopped it up. Gallery view. So this is Carl Haavaldsen's room. All right.
Hey, everyone.
Here we go.
How are you?
Cool. Thanks for the show, Carl. So we need
Just note I have all audio disabled, just so you know.
He's going to give us a Dear John letter, are you? So this is the video I put up just the other day, and this is when we were looking at what Carl has been up to, and we noticed that 24 hours earlier he had deleted all. No, this was in real time, but he deleted all the photos. And we'll look now. There was a Ponzi scheme that he was promoting.
I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to continue to do Zooms anymore.
Oh, no way.
This Danny de Hek guy is trying to destroy everything I'm doing, and I don't know why.
And that's really breathtaking that he doesn't know why I'm trying to stop him doing what he does. I'm not going to sit here and watch the whole video. The video is actually on my YouTube. If you go into my video section, not my live section, you'll see these 4 videos that we're about to look. They're all been done in the last 7 days. And the date now is the 13th of June, 2024, if you're watching this at a later date. But let's carry on, and we'll just bounce through some of the highlights of the video. They're all timestamps.
He's decided to make me a target of whatever it is his plan is.
To stop people promoting multi-level marketing, mate.
Because there's some new names in here that I don't recognize. Uh-oh. And I don't know if you're part of my team or here to disrupt what I'm doing.
And what are you doing? I'd like to know.
I'll be honest with you, I'm dead scared to do anything anymore. Because anything I try to do to help people, twist it.
People, you help yourself. It is really weird that he claims that he's helping people, but really at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's number one. All these multi-level marketers are really out for themselves. In your own downlines.
I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to allow people to be able to unmute, and hopefully I don't get attacked.
This victim mentality blows me away. If you listen to any, I've watched this many times, and these multi-level marketers actually play the victim card when they have scorned lots of money out of people. It's actually breathtaking to watch. But once again, this is exactly what Carl does. He's making out he's a victim to get empathy from the people that he's literally taken the commission check from.
I'm not doing good, Cody. I'm not doing good, man. You know, I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, go get a normal job, mate. Be entrepreneurial. Go get a normal job, mate. Be entrepreneurial. Can't make this shit up.
I hope, you know, I'm just trying to help people, and I don't know who I can trust anymore. I've done nothing but help people make money, and this guy is down and determined to destroy my life.
And just what I was saying in the background there, so where does the money come from? There's winners and losers, but he's quite happy to take the money and not worry about the carnage he causes when he takes mum and dad investors' money. It does blow me away. And so he's honestly believing that he doesn't know, he's done nothing but tried to help people.
Why would I want to do another job? You know, I'm half blind. There's not much I can really do.
Why not? He didn't realize it was actually me in the chat room asking him questions and chatting to him. I had 3 internet connections, and also I put the link into the Avenger chat room, and I had a few other Avengers in there with me, helping me out. So we're trying to have a good cop, bad cop conversation to keep him on the line as long as we could, because I was interested to get inside his head and see what he was actually thinking.
Why? But you know what? This guy has 7 million followers.
7 million?
And he's convincing all of them that I'm the worst fucking thing on the planet of this earth.
Well, you might be, mate.
And he won't leave me alone.
And that's a bit unfair, really, because I've only done 2 videos with him in the last week. And it was because of the people were telling me that Carl's out there promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams again. And the video I'll show you in a few minutes, he's actually already done this ploy before. He's removed all his videos in the past. And he's got 2 channels. And then I went in and found the other one, and he was all through his Facebook. He hasn't stopped. He hasn't let up. So this ploy about him not doing this anymore, you will see he unravels his own. He's a victim of his own demise in a way. 7 million followers. I wish.
Please get the fuck out of my room. Oh, yeah, have an interview with him. You're probably part of his team. What he does is he wants me to go on his show so he can destroy me live and stream it everywhere.
Okay. I would love to have, there's another lady that comes to mind who's been chatting to me most of the day, and that's May Summervu. She's the right-hand lady for Sam Lee. And I would, Carl, I would welcome him as an Avenger as well. We just want you to stop promoting these multi-level marketing schemes that aren't real and genuine to people, mum and dad investors. It's not rocket science. You stop, we'll be best friends. But if you're going to sit here and steal from people, and you'll watch this guy in action in a few minutes, and you'll be amazed at how far these guys go. So as he said, he told me to get the...
Please get the fuck out of my room.
Ooh, that's not very nice. So he's gaslighting me.
Because I am tired of people coming at me.
Well, there's an easy way to fix that, Carl.
I will find a different way to build businesses online, and I will go completely silent.
So he's going to go into stealth mode. Now, he said this before. He doesn't want to stop his profession because he doesn't know any better. And now he's just going to hide even more. So he's not going to, he hasn't learned anything from what's happened. He hasn't learned anything from his own government releasing a 51-page document telling them to cease and desist promoting the Ponzi scheme that he has been promoting recently. And then he'll come up with the same excuses he used last time. It just goes on and on and on that he didn't realize they lied to him. He's lied to people, and he's a victim. Look at...
And I hope to God everybody in here isn't working for Danny de Hek, because you know what?
You wouldn't get much.
I feel sorry for you that you're part of something that likes to destroy other people's lives.
You just... I mean, can you imagine this? I mean, this guy here is literally... I mean, when I first started busting Ponzi schemes, I was in the New York Times, and I had this government organization reach out to me telling me that they fight Ponzi schemes. And they said just one of those Ponzi schemes, they attract 11 people who died by suicide because they'd invested their whole life savings and lost a lot. I mean, here's the guy who's promoting these same schemes, claiming that he's a victim. I mean, this is all to play on the heartstrings, and I'm just not going to have a bar of it. What about the people you're stealing from?
Danny has absolutely no proof of what I've done.
So you've got no proof that I robbed the bank? Is that what he's saying? Well, I have got proof, and you'll see that in a few minutes.
Nothing. I never did anything.
HyperCosmos.
He's just labeled me.
HyperVerse? So he's a victim.
And put me out there, giving everybody my home address, a picture of my house, telling how corrupt I am, telling people to go out and lynch me, literally.
I have never done that. I'll just put that out there for the record. But if you do feel like getting him, I do know his home address. Wow.
I mean, what kind of friggin' person does that?
The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, who doesn't believe there's any justice in the world and is a bit of a vigilante. I mean, Donald Trump would do it, wouldn't he? He'd go after a cow if he wanted to stop Ponzi schemes and scams. He doesn't hold back. You've got to speak out. You can't be a passive person here. So I do go after these people as much as I can. And naming and shaming them, it seems the only thing you can do to stop these people. And we've literally stopped quite a few lately. And a lot of these government organizations are finally doing something. So after doing this for 2.5 years plus, you know, Des Amy the other day, he had his business closed down. I mean, if you know him, he was a HyperVerse. Bitcoin Rodney's been locked up. Bitcoin Beauty has pleaded guilty. Sam's been charged for his connection of HyperVerse. Why won't they go after this VIP5? Well, they will, won't they? We don't want these people hiding and getting away with stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. And I've got a database of all of them. Let's carry on.
He's a sick motherfucker.
No doubt.
Excuse my language, but that's what he is. To have to go and do this kind of crap to me.
Oh.
Never did anything to him.
Oh.
Never hurt anybody. I've always made people money. All the things that he tells me I've been a part of, I lost money and all that as well as everybody else.
That doesn't make it right. Doesn't it tell you?
I'm not.
Mate, every single time I've heard these people, I lost money too. I always say to people, you know, you might lose $1,000 and your upline guy will tell you, oh, I lost $10,000. And then they'll tell their upline guy, so I lost $100,000. And we're all meant to be in this holding hand chain thing together for the next scam that comes out. Do not be fooled.
Perfect. But yet he makes it out that I created this mess for everybody.
Well, you're one
of them. What the hell, man?
Many. Okay. Oh, shut up, Carl.
I don't even know if I can do these calls anymore.
Good. Good riddance. See ya. The door's one thing on the wall. I want to keep him going, Rob.
I'm not that strong anymore, Eric. I'm broken now.
Mm.
Just being honest with you guys, I'm broken. I don't know how to go on with this. I can't take being attacked. I just can't.
Victim mentality.
My health is suffering right now. I don't take stress very well. And this guy is trying to kill me.
Kill him.
He literally wants me to go on his show live, I bet you, and just put a gun to my head and pull the trigger.
Jesus.
That's what would make him so happy. He's a sick motherfucker.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, folks, but I got no other way to explain this guy than what he's trying to do to me.
How would you process that if you were me? It's pretty interesting. I mean, do I want Carl to, shoot himself in the head? Of course I don't. But to even insinuate that I've actually said that I want that, is just actually breathtaking. I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is how low can you go? Like, what tactics do you employ to have that emotional heartstrings with your audience? I mean, where was this video played? Was this just to his community? Was it broadcasted somewhere? I don't know, but that's a pretty amazing statement to come out and say that that's something I want, and that's his opinion, not mine. But remember my statement at the start when I started, if I've got it here in front of me, and really do think about that. I'm not here to harm scammers. I'm here to expose them to the hard truths and make them reflect on where their career choices are taking them. More importantly, I'm here to highlight the devastation that they may be causing to their innocent investors, the promises they make to people. So I'm not here to destroy Carl. I'm here to save others from his actions.
And for what?
We need
his own pleasure, his own ratings on his podcast.
I really think I'm doing this for the ratings. That's the only thing
those people that listen to him, they're just as sick. And he charges $6.95 for people to listen to his podcasts.
I don't. But you can join if you want for $1 a month. But I don't know where he got the $6.95 from, and I don't know where he got the 7 million subscribers from. That's twice as many as CoffeeZilla.
What does that tell you?
Where? Oh, that's if you want to join.
He charges them all $6.95 so they can go on and watch him destroy somebody's life.
Okay. What about charging for your YouTube content isn't actually a crime. And the $300 I made last month for my YouTube channel after doing 80 hours every week isn't really the best paying job I've had. I support myself by drop shipping, if you wonder how I actually do that. And at the moment, times are not that good. So yes, in an ideal world, I'd love to be a full-time YouTuber and expose these bastards properly. About the lives you've destroyed. Yeah. They don't look at...
That's some kind of sick.
If he only knew I was broadcasting this. This is crack up. Come on, Avengers, get in here. Where's Richard?
I don't know what to do. Honest to God. Well, I don't even know how I can even build this business I'm trying to help everybody with right now. I'm going broke.
Give me a bucket.
I literally haven't paid my rent for last month. Everything has been just completely destroyed. I'm now selling everything I own.
Now, just to unpack that for a minute, I haven't done any footage or any talking about Carl on my YouTube channel with my 7 million subscribers for more than a week. And that was only because people were telling me that he's out there rampantly promoting. And I heard that 3 or 4 weeks ago and hadn't done anything about it. But it was only when Behind MOM come out with an article and I found out Carl was one of the ones promoting the opportunities that I decided I'd investigate and see what he's been up to. So that was a week ago. But now he's insinuating that I'm the reason that he hasn't paid his rent for a week. And even just unpacking what he's saying here, guys, every scheme that he gives people advice on, he's telling them this is a very profitable opportunity. Now, he's been doing this for over 40 years, so he says, and 9 years he's been involved in the crypto industry. It's probably 10 now. But he's not wealthy. He hasn't made the success that he preaches. I mean, you've got to practice what you preach. You'd think that if you were at the top of the pyramid or the top of the scam, for the use of a better word, that you would be flourishing. So these guys are building teams and encourage people to join. Wait until you see the HyperCosmos video that I'm about to show you. I'll just carry on here anyway.
And if I get down to that, I'll be walking away from this industry and I'll never look back.
So he keeps selling all his assets and everything he's got. And then he's going to walk away from this industry. And he's already a month behind on his rent. Things are looking pretty grim.
Because he's taken everything from me now.
I have taken everything from him now because I did 2 videos on him in the last week. Really? Is that your story? Is that as good as you're gonna get? Is that what you're gonna accuse me of? Wow. Yeah, wow.
Now, I'm not asking for pity. I'm just telling you guys where I'm at.
Well, that kind
I
of,
don't know if I can go on with this anymore.
yeah. Well,
But I got attacked again just before coming onto this thing.
you did? Not by me.
I don't know. I don't know what more to do anymore. I just started this program 15 days ago. Because the other thing, well, turns out they are not as transparent as I thought they would be.
Amazing. So here he is promoting the scam that's just been by his FMA, the Financial Regulator of Canada, and he's just saying that he's been pushing this, encourage people to sign up and getting all the communities together, giving people advice about investing in their crypto. I assume that's what he's doing on his Zoom meetings. And now he tells you that he found out that this crowd isn't as transparent as he did. Now, he did the same with all the other Ponzi schemes that he's been promoting. I've got a list of them in the description of this video. You can go in there and see all the other Ponzi schemes and scams that he's been part of. And if you go into ChatGPT and ask, what Carl Haavaldsen has promoted over the years, you'll be amazed with the different things. And I've got some video footages. I think they're back in 2013. Let's carry on.
And that's what he attacked me on. I left that program 15 days ago, and he's still attacking me.
I attacked you on HyperCosmos that you left and said you were going to never promote again, and went on to promote HyperNation, Carl.
It's easy to say don't give up. But my health is suffering right now.
Oh, give me a bucket.
And I don't know what more to do, you guys. I'm trying to help everybody make money. But oh my God, I'm getting all people are doing is saying I'm a con artist, a serial con artist. And they're spreading this shit like wildfire. They're creating, just today, somebody created a fake Telegram account of me asking everybody to go and buy a $300 hub, and they gave them the thing to send it to. They're literally destroying me.
Yeah, just for the record, that's not actually the Avengers or myself. We don't do that sort of stuff. But ironically, when you are a person that has a community, the real scammers get behind it and they create your identity because they know that people listen to what you say, like an influencer. So that I presume that's what's happened there.
And I can't stop it.
Oh my God.
They're doing it on Facebook. Now they're doing it on Telegram. Next thing you know, it'll be WhatsApp and everywhere else. He's infiltrated my friggin' meetups. My meetups have been destroyed.
Hey, victory! Yeah, no, that's interesting. That is true. We did go after his meetup, and we will go after him. We fill out all those forms. We spend all friggin' day chasing these guys, and we report them to everyone. I'll show you a letter that I actually wrote to his government about him, and also to newspapers, because it's so damn hard to stop these guys. Everyone glazes over when you start talking about Ponzi schemes. The Men in Black, as I call them, organization that's in Australia, UK, Canada, Netherlands, and America, they said to me that anytime they talk Ponzi schemes, they just glaze over, and they said that no one held a gun to their head when they handed over their crypto. In fact, they were trying to get rich quick and using money that, surplus money. So that's why a lot of times you don't see a lot happening with these schemes.
Okay, so on Wuka, I don't know who the hell you are.
Now, I'm in the chat room furiously trying to say, you're doing good, Carl. And then I've got another chat room going where I'm saying other things. But you can see the chat. If you're on a TV, you can see the chat. I'm about 8 messages behind because I'm actually chatting on a different window.
But what the hell are you doing with this? You know what? You can leave my thing here. Goodbye. Okay.
So it took a wee while for me to find the button.
See ya.
Okay, which one's that? Has he kicked out me? I'll disappear in a second. I'm just trying to keep up the chat room. Notice how I lose the internet connection? Not. Why don't you take a week off? Here's Manuka. Are we still live? Oh, we are. And,
I don't know who you are.
I don't.
But you're obviously not someone that deserves to be in my room.
Oh, sorry, I've been removed. Oh, bugger.
Anybody else want to come and attack me?
I wonder why.
Now's the time. Come on. Do it. Come on. I don't know who some of you people are. I don't know who this Nirmana is. I don't know who Rika is. I don't know who Crypto Domino is. Come on, you want to attack me? I don't know who Zed is. Never seen you before. You out to attack me? Bring it on. Do it. Get it off your chest.
Right. So I couldn't believe my luck. That's basically it for that video. But I couldn't believe my luck in a way where I stumbled across this video. Now I've got about 50 Zoom meetings that I bounce into and I go after and I monitor them. And it just so happened that I'd finished my previous meeting and decided to figure out, I stumbled across him and I couldn't believe it. So there he was. We didn't go after him. We just literally opened up a Zoom link, a public Zoom link that he has. And if you have a look.
The worst thing is you guys don't even know what.
We'll get rid of that one. But if you go to a Zoom link now, this is his actually Zoom meeting. And I'm just going to go there and just show you what happens if you go there. I've got Carl's link here. So his meeting password was 1112222 1112222, and now you see it's got an invalid link, which means he's either changed his Zoom account or he's closed down his Zoom account, which is really interesting. Just we'll have a quick advert here, some interesting stuff, which I'll just chuck in here while I've got it on the window. I don't know if you've been following Sam. But Roy Archer thinks he's going to save the day, but they've actually a summons to appear for Sam Lee. He's managed to file something. So Sam Lee has 21 days to respond to the summons. I don't know what it means, but it's going around the internet at the moment. If you haven't seen it before, it's sort of quite comical. And I just wanted to show that while I had that up. All right, so the next video, I actually wanted to show you a video of what we were filming before this all started, and so you sort of keep up with it, because we did actually phone Carl and had a conversation with him. So I'll just bring that up and see if we can make that more visible. So here we go. Let's have a listen. I'll just see where we got up to here. So yeah, so I think I know what I'm doing here. So this was actually looking at his Vimeo account the day before he deleted all the videos, and you'll see how rampant he's actually been. So you can see here he's got 348 videos in his Vimeo account alone, not counting the ones on his YouTube channel. But we filmed those just 24 hours before, and then I'm going there back the next day, wondering where his video's gone, thinking I've got the wrong.
348.
Yeah. So Cope. This is all Cope. So this is this thing that he's into at the moment. Share revenue, load more. Oh, there's his email there.
Great.
Marvel. So he's in the Marvel. There we go there. So Marvel is the one that's been reported by his own government as a fraud or a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So right there, the day before, now he's tried to destroy the evidence by getting rid of all the videos. Actually, I'll just update that for my wee database. Yeah, so that's sort of how that worked. Then we went to the next part of the video, and we listened to some of his videos and just see what he's up to. Same old Carl. Hey, is it you, Carl?
Is.
Hello.
Yeah, g'day, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, who's this?
Oh, Danny's my name. Actually telephone Carl. So this is actually the phone call I had with Carl, and this was the first time we spoke to him. I've actually spoke to him in the past on the phone, and he hung up on me. But listen to the way he gaslights me, and listen to the way I can't really get a word in edgeway. And this is a telltale sign for all multi-level marketers that I've spoke to. I'm just trying to sign up for I'm trying to sign up for, is it Marve? I can't pronounce the word right.
Well, Mavi, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just.
Is that with who are you trying to sign up with?
Well, I found you on Vimeo, and I found your affiliate link there. And
okay.
Yeah, and I just signed through. But when I'm signing up, I've got to. I'm trying to pay with a credit card, and it won't let me.
It's crypto only.
Oh.
It's crypto only. Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's right. And what is it exactly?
Well, basically, it's revenue sharing and AI trading is what it is.
Oh, okay. Is it like an arbitrage system?
Well, it's an artificial intelligence trading bot. It's
funny how it will be anything I want it to be. Well, he thinks I want it to be, as long as I buy a membership.
One of the see what Mavi is. They don't own any products. They build relationships with other companies.
Right.
So FinUp is the trading company we've just recently joined up with, And then we've joined up with the Flip Me banking system,
What's it called?
where what we call a revenue share hub.
Flip Me, did you say?
Flip Me, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So flip-me.com is their website.
Oh, okay. All right. And is it a DAO? Like a lot of them are DAOs at the moment. Is this actually a registered entity?
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh,
you broke up.
Oh, sorry. It's a DAO, or is it a registered entity like a company? What how's it structured?
It does have a DAO. Yes, of course. The majority of it is decentralized. There's a bit of centralization right now, but eventually they're going to be a full-blown out DAO. Right. Okay. So what we do is we get they sell what they call revenue share hubs, and
so this is where they get into a rant, and they're always the same. And if I ask any questions, I just get talked over. And you listen to him charismatically get charged up. He's like a battery that's getting charged up, and he's rampant again. JB Koda, nice to have you here. Hard to understand what his issue is if he provides good advice and investment. So yes, so he shouldn't have a problem at all, and he should be able to stand up for himself rather than letting me berate him. But they take offense and they run and hide. Why would you run and hide if you were doing legitimate business?
We paid off of the transactions that each of these companies do. Like, for instance, the bank. Anybody that uses the bank in the crypto space will get paid on all those transactions. And the other company they have is a lottery gaming site, but you can't get hubs anymore because they're all sold out. So the only one that's available right now are the Flip Me hubs or the staking hubs of the Ultron Foundation, which is the actual blockchain everything is built off of.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're familiar much with crypto or anything, but DeFi Llama is okay. So DeFi Llama is a site that basically gives the ranking of blockchains.
Yeah.
Right. So we rank right around 20th out of 260 blockchains.
I'd love them to prove that. You know, I mean, these are all claims that are very hard to substantiate on the fly on the phone, aren't they? But they say these things, and if you went and investigate, you'd probably find that was just a load of bullshit, poos and wheeze. Right now, you can hear a beep. The beep is somebody else ringing me. I actually hung up on him accidentally, which is a bit of a laugh.
We're right at the top there. Ultron is doing a magnificent job of building this I guess, eco-space that everything is connected to.
I've just done a bit of a search, and it tells me that John Barksdale's involved in this. Is that true?
John who?
I'm saying it wrong. I'm no good at spelling. B-A-R, Banksdale. Is it Barksdale? And what I was meaning by that comment is John Banksdale, I might have got his name pronounced wrong. He was actually arrested in Thailand for him and his sister were $125 million worth of security fraud. He's actually now out on bail. And I actually message this guy and have conversation with him every now and again. It's really weird that I can do that, but I do. And I did a search in Chat GPT, and it told me that John Banksdale was involved in this, which is really surprising. So I don't know if he is, but anyway, I was looking at it. See, it was often when you're talking to these guys, you're trying to find information on the fly. And I'm a wee bit dyslexic, quite a lot dyslexic. So it was just quite funny that popped up, and I had to ask him because it would just be such a coincidence.
I'm not sure you're on the right site.
Yeah, that's right. No, just trying to find.
Are you on the Flipmy site or Mavi site? Which site are you on?
Mavi.global.
It's Mavi Global. The site you would go to is Mavi.global. Sorry, it's okay.
Ambassadors, that one there. Oh no.
Yeah. I think you might be on the wrong site.
Could be. Yeah.
To be honest.
Just go back to your link. So that on your Vimeo account, you've got a link there where you can sign up.
Yeah. So the first.
Don't worry, it gets really embarrassing soon because I talk about how I searched for him and found him promoting HyperCosmos. That was funny. It does get funnier.
First part of it, okay, it's MaviGlobal.io, I believe.
Oh my God, you won't believe this. I just did a search for your name and a YouTube Shorts coming up. and it says that you were promoting, is it HyperCosmos? HyperCosmos?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I got rid of that thing. Everything went down a long time ago. That was related to another company that basically screwed us all over.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So,
And
yeah. So
because,
that thing, I've separated myself from all of those guys. I lost a ton of money in that company.
yeah, a lot of people say that when
And
they've lost it.
a lot of my people, unfortunately.
Is that
Yeah,
HyperVerse and all that sort of stuff?
HyperVerse, yeah, it was a bad one, unfortunately.
Oh, right. And why was it bad?
Yeah. Well, because they literally lied to us. They weren't doing trading or anything like that, and they were siphoning the money out, and then they just stopped paying everybody.
Yeah.
You know, it was a guy Sam Lee, and
he's been charged.
The other guy is.
He's just been charged recently for serious.
He turned out to be a serious con artist that really hit himself really well until it came out public what he did.
Yeah. I think he's still at large, actually.
I think he is, but I'm sure he's in hiding because there's a lot of people after him.
Carl, yeah. I see you've been featured on Behind MLM as well. Is that?
Yeah, I know. Yep. You know what? Those guys, they've said that I've owned 3 companies. I've never owned one in my life. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you do all your due diligence on sites like that, then you're never going to get real information.
Now, listen to what he just said to me. He overcome that obstacle quite nicely. He criticized the fact that I'm actually searching for information on him. And he's telling me that everything that comes up is just wrong information. It's like Oz from Behind MLM. It just had nothing to do with his time. Decided to write articles about Carl. Don't think so, Carl. And I've done a little bit of other digging about him as well and found some other stuff, which I'll show you in a few minutes. What about the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger? Have you heard of him?
Yeah. See, let me tell you a little bit about the guy who owns that site.
I don't think he listened to a thing I said, and that's another telltale sign. I just said, have you heard about the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger? And he goes, yeah. And let me tell you a bit. And now he's gone back into talking about Behind MLM.
He discredits any business on there. He discredits them.
Is that because he's busting scams?
So that you will go and join his shit.
Is that because he's busting scams? Sorry, are you there? Is that?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, probably because that's what they do on those sites. They bust scams. So any information that you would see on there busting scams. So that's probably why they're only busting scams. So you would expect if you went to a website selling lollipops and then somebody comes along and says, well, the only thing you find in that website is lollipops. And I said, well, that's the only thing they're selling is lollipops. So, of course, if you go to Behind MLM, it's all about scams. And he said everything on there is not, he said not everything on there is a scam. And I go, well, I don't actually think Oz has got any on there that aren't a scam or haven't fallen over yet. Just because it hasn't fallen over yet doesn't mean it's a scam. But anyway, let's hear what he says.
They're not, no, not everything's a scam on that site. You know, again, like, I don't know what your intention is here. Is it your intention to attack me over the phone?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to find I'm just doing a bit of due diligence. And often
I have too many people that try to do that to me. And
he just overtalks me. I get you, mate. I get you. But the problem is, as soon as you start researching people online and you tell them, they get all upset. So it's a bit hard to sort of oxymoron in a way.
Well, when you research sites that don't have credibility, like Behind MLM,
or have you got one that says you are a credible guy, other than the guys that you were getting the commission check from?
I can give you a whole ton of sites. You can go and give you all kinds of BS information on if you'd like. That's where everybody goes. Well, trust me.
But then what happens, mate? No offense, but you can't get a word in each way, and they just start gaslighting when you ask those questions, which is just a bit tricky. You know what I mean? I just got a little bit offensive when you started attacking me about what you saw Behind MLM. Hello, sir.
And I get it. But any big leader that has been in anything online, I've been marketing for 43 years.
Oh, that gives you a good...
And you'll go on there and you'll find my name on a lot of stuff because I'm a big marketer. Yeah. I build big teams. I don't necessarily... The first company that I ever got involved in that was really as shitty was that goddamn HyperVerse.
Yeah.
Everything else I was on was never a scam.
Did you? All right, then. Well, we've actually got evidence that he has been promoting other scams before HyperVerse, so that would be interesting to say. G'day, Susie. I thought you went to bed. You must be getting up early. Or have you got up to go have a drink? in the middle of the night. I presume it's 10:13 p.m. here in New Zealand. Nice to see you in the chat room. Yeah, I'm having quite fun with this one. It's quite good. You do know
They always paid. They always did what they did. It's just that their compensation plan was pathetic, and it fell apart.
Did you get involved in Wee Global or Novatech
No.
FX, Cash FX?
No.
No.
But Cash FX was in there for like 3 months.
So he's in there for about 3 months. So, you know, this is the crazy thing. You know, if he's in there for about 3 months, that's actually a long time to be in one of those Ponzi schemes because they don't last for longer than 3 months. So, yes, he was part of other scams. When he just told us a minute ago that he is the first one that he was dubious with was HyperVerse.
Months, and I got out of there
because
Hopper was a con artist.
Yeah, but so you were involved in that one as well?
Was a con artist. Sorry? So, I lost money in Cash FX too. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So did you hear what he just said then? He actually said he lost money in Cash FX as well. So I think Novatech FX and Cash FX, he said he lost money in. So there's two scams that were happening around about the same time as HyperVerse, maybe a little bit before. People ring me. Oops. I just hang up. Oh, sorry, Scott. I'm just in a call. I'll have to give you a ring back in a second. Interesting about that phone call. Somebody, an American guy, and I was meant to be on a podcast, and I thought, oh my goodness, I had to get off here and get ready for my podcast, but it wasn't. I was late, but that was what was happening right then. And then I thought he'll cool down, and now I ring him back, and he gets really shitty with somebody who. This is how they treat people who don't just blindly sign up. Sorry, guys. I've got people ringing me, and it's not working too good. I'll just go back to what I was doing. Contacts. See if we can get him back. Hang up on the poor guy. All right. That one there. Yeah. Sorry, another 2 or 3 minutes. Here we go. Ringing Canada. If you are looking for information on Carl, just let me know, and I'll give you what I. Yeah, sorry about that, mate. Somebody gave me a ring, and I hit it hung up on you.
No problem.
No, that's cool. Oh, I've just been looking for ways to sort of invest safely online, and there's so many, people say
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And you do have to do due diligence, but the way you're doing it is not the right way to do it.
So what do you recommend?
Discredit companies, and it's crazy.
Yeah, all right. So I've got a question for you. How would I go about investing in something that I would have peace of mind with? Like, I mean, if it was a normal investment opportunity, you'd think you'd go figure out where they're based, you'd ring them up, perhaps go to a seminar, learn about them. But on here, you just have to trust somebody that you're talking to on a Zoom meeting. Or
what you should be doing, well, first of all, you want to talk to the people who are in it. Second of all, if you want to research them, research them through their domain.
Mate, before you just go off, I mean, I've talked to a few people, but let's just say research the people that are in it. Half the people I see in these opportunities were involved in HyperVerse. So how can
you know what? There was like probably 1 million people that were involved in HyperVerse. So you're going to find a million network marketers that were in there.
Yeah. So
they had a big database, man. So,
yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is it's kind of like you go to a...
Look, I'm not going to convince you.
But I'm asking you questions and you're not letting me ask the question.
Well, I'm trying to give you answers to the questions. So people to research, go and research the domain owners. That's how you find out the real people behind things. Okay? That's what I do. And then I talk to actual people that have been in the program.
Did you talk to people
so
in? Did you talk to people though in Hyper? Did you talk to people in HyperCosmos? Because that was sort of like I listened to.
Let me explain to you HyperCosmos. HyperCosmos was a bullshit thing that they tried to convince everybody to go into from HyperVerse to get their money back, which was no way to do it because they made you buy things all over again.
Yeah, I get it. I understand that. But did you just said to me now, you talk to people that are in it. Did you talk to people that were in HyperCosmos?
No, not because understand this. HyperCosmos was owned by those guys in HyperVerse.
Yeah, I knew that.
Right?
Yeah.
So We believed those guys when they were trying to get it back. And then afterwards, we found out the real truth behind Sam Lee and all his cronies.
Yeah, but you just said that I asked you how you find
You're
out
here to
whether.
attack me. I'm telling you right now, you're here to attack me. I can see it in your voice.
All right, then.
And you know, if you want to get into Mobby, please join with somebody else. I'm not interested.
Oh, mate, don't hang up on me. Please don't hang up on me. You can go watch the rest of that video, but you get the idea of what they're actually like, and it is actually quite breathtaking. And sometimes, I'll be honest, it's quite nerve-wracking talking to these guys, but quite proud of how that phone call went, because a few years ago I would have started yelling at them a long time ago, but now I just relax, try to be methodical and ask nice, clear, easy questions for them to understand, and basically give them enough rope to hang themselves. All right, so that was basically the video of me ringing him, and also we went through his website, because basically I was on the phone with Bob, and I said, we should ring him and see what Carl's been up to, and we're doing a real-time investigation, as we often do after we've gone into a Zoom meeting in the morning. So the next video is basically 24 hours later, and then I've heard that the opportunity that he's been promoting has been featured in Behind MLM. So, which I will probably be able to show you. I'll just show you the article. I'm going to lose my internet, my sound, so I'll just go back here. So this was the article that was published on the 8th of June, and it's currently the 13th of June. And this was about Marvel Labs. I'm just going to see if they will highlight these. Let's see if they will read for us. Yep, should do.
Mavy Lab Limited, Ultron Technologies Incorporated, Flip Me, Lotto Day.
So it talks about the AMF. That's what it's called, not the A. We've got in New Zealand, we've got the FMA, and this is the AMF. So confusing. But in here, it links off to the PDF article, and here's an article all about the Ponzi scheme that basically Carl has been promoting. So that was a good article. So you'll find the link to this article of Behind MLMs in the description of the video you're listening to right now. So you get the idea. So that's basically the findings. So here's another article that Carl would go, Behind MLM just publish scams all the time. They don't do their real research. You need a real website. Well, this is pretty real to me, and a link going off to a government website is pretty real to me. Thanks, Carl. So I'm happy using that as information. Then the next one, I actually had a quick look at the website that they have for. So basically, anyone promoting this in Canada, at least, will be told that this is not a thing to promote. And everyone's holding hands and singing Kumbaya and lots of like-minded graphics. So there's no doubt that this here is obviously a scam, and everyone here is probably just, on the payroll, so to speak. So I'm just going to shut that window down. And then the next one, we're going to shut down some windows as we go through, because I don't want to have you here all night. We're trying to keep this one pretty brief, if you don't mind. We're going to go to Windows, and I'm going to go to Research in that one. So then I had a look at Carl's Facebook page, and you can see that right now, this is live on his Facebook page. You can actually see that if you keep going through his Facebook page, you can obviously see his photo in these here. And you can just see, just hundreds of images, just hundreds. There he is. I'll show you the big photos here. Here he is. He said in one of his videos, he said he treated himself and went out for a $10,000 fishing trip. So I presume that might have been on that fishing trip. I've seen this photo quite a few times. So it's him and his partner or wife, I don't know. And this photo was the image he had on his Zoom link. So he's out there having a good old time in life. But when you go to his Facebook page and you go through it for, I could scroll like this for 10 minutes, and you'll see that these photos just keep coming up. But the interesting thing about this is you can just keep going down, and you can basically see what he's been doing for the last couple of years, because I have literally not even looked at what he's been doing. And then here's these same things you get with We Are All Satoshi and Boomerang. You get different ranks, and it's all just multi-level marketing. So you can't say he's a victim here, and you can't say his life's ruined, because theoretically he knows how to build communities, he knows how to market this stuff, and there he is there in here. And I don't even know who this is. It's probably just another Ponzi scheme, and he's doing presentations, and it's another, you do this and we'll give you that sort of, Ponzi scheme. It just goes on and on and on. There he is, CashFX. So I didn't even need to ask him if he involved himself in CashFX. Remember, he said to us that HyperVerse was the one that he was involved in. I mean, I just about guarantee he's probably involved in OneCoin. And then every one, like, we could just keep going back. So now what have we got? I don't even know. I haven't even been here before, but I'm looking at all this sort of advertising paraphernalia, and I'm pretty sure that you're starting to glaze over about now, but you get the idea. But this is everybody who's anybody in this industry all have the same sort of thing. I mean, I just look at these wee icons. You remember those? They look like 1981 sort of graphics, to be honest. But, sometimes when you're researching these guys, I actually started doing this research on Carl this morning, and it is now 10:30 at night. And we're going to do this at 2:00 this afternoon, and I started doing this around about 9:30 today. But you sort of get consumed in researching these guys, and it's actually quite breathtaking how far they go back. But I think you get the idea. Carl is a multi-level marketer. He's been doing it for 40 years, doesn't know how to do anything else, and he reckons he's going blind, can't afford to pay his rent. So if he's at the top of the pyramid and promoting these opportunities, then why isn't he filthy rich? That's the question. Why doesn't it work for Carl? I mean, if he knows how to build, what does he do with the money? Is he got drug problems? I don't know. I mean, what does he do with his money that he makes? I mean, theoretically, he knows all about this sort of stuff. But these guys at the top are just trying, like I was listening to Tammy Jackson the other day. She was promoting a new arbitrage platform. They were preloading wallets for people. And she said, this is the big one we've been waiting for, meaning after HyperVerse, it's dried up and everyone's struggling. Crypto is going back up at the moment, and there's another really good saying out there, and it says you can see who swims naked when the tide goes out, and that's what we're going to see at the moment. A lot of these Ponzi schemes are rampant, and they're rampant. Like the millionaire messenger, the millionaire messenger, make a difference, and fortune sharing your advice. Okay. That is a younger looking Carl. But yeah, it's quite sad, really, isn't it? But I think he's brainwashed. I think he's trapped in here. So this was the warning by the AMF, which is Canadian. And in here, you can literally go to the PDF and you can read a 51-page document about how that Ponzi scam that he's been promoting is a big no-no. I'm not going to bore you, but once again, you can actually go into the link, the description of this. So Carl said, I've only been promoting this for 15 days. So here's behind MLM. Here's an article, and this is part of the brand of the other one that's just been flagged. And this was on the 9th of May. So if Carl's in this industry and he's a good man, he would have gone through here and read all about this, and he would have stopped promoting it, you would think. But this was before that article, the PDF came out from California, not California, get there on Canada. And there's another article. This is the one I showed you before. So you can find that all there. So there's a lot of awareness around here. And while I'm here, I've got a big video I'm going to go through, which is really worthwhile having a look at. So you joined Marvel last year. Well, that's interesting. I'll just put that message up there for others to see. That's amazing. And 8 to 10 weeks ago, I asked the question. I'm going to actually read that. Thanks very much for posting that one. That's really cool. Why isn't this my other area not doing what it's meant to do? 1 minute, please, caller. Thanks for having a go at doing the poll as well. Do you believe the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger is too harsh on Carl? I think is the question. I'll read that when that popped up. For some reason, it doesn't want to pop up on my window where I can make that readable. There it is. No, it's not. It's been naughty. Load more, learn more. No. Don't know why it's doing that. I'm just going to give myself some love hearts. It might figure it out. No, for some reason they can't. But anyway, I'll see if I can read it. I'm not very good at reading, unfortunately. I asked the question, what is the definition of a Ponzi? Or did you? And they came down on me like a ton of bricks. They removed and blocked me from everything except the global chats. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, so that's exactly what they do. You're not allowed to. So sorry, I should have just had to go at reading that before I stuffed up that one. Had a peaceful rest, but it's time to start my day here. Wow, you don't sleep as much as me. But anyway, if you're looking at the screen here, this is actually just a really old website. and I found some information on here that Carl was being sort of investigated, which is quite interesting. I'm not going to go into it, but this is old. But what I did get from it was this really old video. So this actually was 12 years ago. So what are we? That's 24. So is that 10 years ago would be 14. So this is 2012. But listen to this. Oh, hold it. You won't hear that. 1 second. I'll just get the sound going back again. Have to do this now. But yeah, just a really old video. I'd love to know the program. Rob was around at my place this afternoon, and we looked at this and we said, "Oh, what software is he using on this?"
Yes.
Listen to this.
Okay, so the first 2x2 matrix board is the HY1. Okay, the entry is 120 US to get into that program. Qualifications: 1 personal referral, not 2. 1 date and timestamp. Whoever signs the first referral goes to the top of the board. Okay. So you're going to come in at the bottom of the board on level 1. So you're going to enter on one of these 4 positions, depending on which one is the first vacant one that you're going to go into. Then you're going to progress up to the second level of the program. Now, in this program, there is jumping. Okay, so for instance, if the people on level 2 do not have a personal sponsor and you come in on level 1 and you sponsor somebody, you can actually jump over them straight to the top on this system. Okay, go straight to the top here, and then you'll be able to progress right out to the H2 board, which is the second 2x2. Now, the great thing about this program is, compared to anything else that's out there, is that we have an auto re-entry into it. So $120 is going to be paid for a re-entry back into the H1 or the HY1 2x2 matrix under the first unqualified person in your downline. So your re-entry position is actually going to help qualify your downline to push them through the boards. The biggest
I think you get the idea. Carl's been promoting Ponzi schemes for a long time, and a leopard can't change his spots. What else am I going to do if I can't promote these Ponzi schemes? Well, there you go. There's a video going way back. So let's go looking for something else. Also, I found these are quite interesting. I've just spent the afternoon picking out some tabs to go through them. But this is it looks like a very old 2000 website perhaps, called communityadandpro.com. And there's an advert in here from Carl. It says, Carl Haavaldsen, you will be provided with the latest marketing products and services to help you build your business. So that's an advert that Carl put in there, and that's actually 2014. So I laughed at it when I saw that. The other one too, after we did that video and we read that PDF, in that PDF it said that we could email them with any information. So then while I was talking to Bob, I said, hey, why don't we put together a small case about Carl? And then we asked ChatGPT for a list of 10 top newspapers in Canada. And then I asked for a list of politicians that are involved in cybercrimes, email addresses, and it gave us a whole lot of email addresses. And then I carbon copied it to Carl, and Bob was going, oh, don't do it. And I'm going, no, I like people to see it coming. I don't think we can the politicians are all too busy. This guy, they're not interested in Carl. But anyway, Carl took the liberty to write back to me, which I thought was quite interesting. And this is what he says to me.
Can I ask Danny what I have ever done to deserve this? I've never scammed anyone. In fact, all those programs took me for money and my teams. It seems you just like destroying lives. All I've ever done is try to help people make money, and then you come along and destroy my entire career in one weekend. Congrats to you on that, and I hope you feel real bad when you find out I've never done anything to anyone. It's a real shame you don't know the real me and feel it's your duty to just go out and destroy lives. I believe in karma and you'll get yours. Shame on you.
I believe in karma as well. And I'm just thinking of a person's name. Keith Williams used to give me a hard time about my cheap suit. And also the fact that I rent a house and don't own a house. And like, because I'm not wealthy, I weren't allowed to have an opinion about how I spent my money. I'd rather be on the bones of my ass, broke, than go to a friend or a family member and encourage them to sign up for something that isn't real. Wait until you see what he's been working on with HyperCosmos. You'll be amazed. Anyway, I mean, in all fairness to Carl, I did write to him today, and I said to Carl, look, this is what we've got. I'm fully transparent.
Hello, Carl. I hope you're doing okay under the current circumstances. Over the last 24 hours, I've done a lot of research on you, and I'm about to broadcast my findings. I want to be clear. I'm not here to harm scammers. I'm here to expose them to some hard truths and make them reflect on where their career choices are taking them. More importantly, I aim to highlight the devastation they may be causing to innocent investors. I'm not here to destroy you, Carl. I'm here to save others from your actions. Like any good investigator journalist, they give you the opportunity to have the right of reply. I'm currently sitting in your Zoom meeting waiting for you to attend.
So since then, he's either changed his Zoom number or deleted his Zoom account, and he didn't want to take me up on that opportunity. So that means he had the right to reply, and he chose not to. So I said, alternatively, he can come into my room.
Alternatively, you can come and join me on stage. I would like to ask you a few questions, C.
And then I said, well, maybe you just want to watch.
Or you can get some popcorn and watch the movie. Check out this link.
And that's the live broadcast.
I will be starting at 2 p.m. NZTS. You can watch the countdown from the YouTube link.
Well, I gave him more than 2 o'clock, didn't I? So that was an interesting interaction, but I haven't had any replies from the government departments. They might take 6 months. By that time, I'm sure Carl would have ran out of money. So I've gone the extra mile with this particular video. I actually produced a whole video. I was up to 3:30 in the morning last night, putting all the timestamps in. So if you have a look at this here, you can obviously hit play on this, and you'll see a video that we're just about to go through. And I've gone through and I picked out all the juicy parts, and we're going to do that in a few seconds. So hopefully we'll still have you interested. But this is the timestamps of all the juicy part. And this is saying we're just going to flip through them. But you're going to actually get Carl at his best. This is Carl thinking he's on top of the world. He's just made over $100,000. He's a VIP 5, and he's caning it when it comes to scamming people. And a lot of these VIP 5s are now walking the streets free and got away with it. And I'm going to go after them. And we're seeing a few of them being like there's Amy, for example. I mean, isn't it brilliant? They shut down his company the other day. I mean, he traveled 9 countries, third world countries, and promoted HyperVerse. I mean, May Summervu, she promoted HyperVerse, claimed she gave 100,000 away to third world countries. She literally couldn't get the money out of HyperVerse, so she created a whole lot of accounts and gave them away to people. Carl, in this video, does exactly the same thing, and he tells you how he does it. But there's what that actually means when I put the effort into producing a blog, the search engines pick it up, something wicked. And in a few days' time, when you search for Carl, you'll see his videos come up. And hopefully when people search for the snake oil salesman, that his videos will come up. And these videos here come up right now. And you'll see my blog actually is already listed in the search engines, the tag scam awareness, and my website is dominating. So when I was getting sued for defamation, or somebody was trying to sue me for defamation in the New Zealand High Court, they tried to take down my website because I own them on the internet. I will own Carl Haavaldsen on the internet. When people search for him and they'll just search for scam, let's see, we search for that and what comes up. Well, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 1 video from me, 2 videos from me. We've got my blog coming up. We've got my Facebook page coming up. I mean, we own him on the internet. So hopefully my work will stop people getting scammed by Carl. Even if you don't, wonder what happens if you don't mention the word scam. We've got all his content. But look at that. The picture comes up. This will hopefully catch somebody's eyes, and then we may be able to save somebody from when Carl starts getting warmed up again. And if you come through down here enough, you're going to see that video there. And you click on that sucker, and here we go. Premium, no features. And look, here's all the other, here's all the other images we've done. Even got May Summervu. You guys should get together sometime. So that's true. So if you want to help report stuff to me, you can do via my website. You just click on contact us and you can fill out the name. You can tell me who your sponsor is. If it's your best friend and you want to dob them in, feel free to do so. I will keep it anonymous. Use anonymous@gmail.com for an email address if you need to, or if you want to leave it open, I can chat to you, but I will keep it anonymous. And if you don't want to keep it anonymous, you just need to make sure you can go yes or no, and we'll do that. So that's on my website. We're here to help people who are thinking about investing. Talking about help, these are some of the biggest scam busters on the internet. I've reached out to them. They're busy doing their own thing, but we have got the Avengers and we've got an awesome team. If you go down to the homepage of the website, you'll see my latest blog is normally the second one is in, and the first one over here is how to report global, how to report cybercrime and cryptocurrency scams. And there's a page in here, Susie, who's actually in the background right now. She's put this together for us, and it's all the links for all the countries. So you got United States, Australia, Brazil, Canada, Europe, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Sri Lanka, United Kingdom, United Arabs, and Vietnam. These are all places that you can go off to, click on those links, and go and get some help. Will report your whatever's happened to you. And that's how you do it. So National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. So we've done a lot of work, and we'll keep that up to date as well. The other thing of interest is when you provide us information, what do I do with it? Well, I put it in a nice little database, and we have people who have access to this stuff. And it has actually gone to government agencies, have used this information. So don't think any information that you have isn't valuable to us. Look at it as like we're trying to build a jigsaw puzzle, and we're trying to help build an overall picture of what's going on. Ryan Jew, I've been told by an organization that does human trafficking that they were interested if I could help find him. Everyone wants to find him, but I actually got the last video, May 2023, of Ryan Jew in a hostel somewhere that looked like Nepal. And I was the last person that actually have seen any video of Ryan Jew. And also, what's that other lady called? Crypto Queen, from OneCoin. They've all gone into hiding. They've all disappeared. But this organization said, if you get any leads, we want to speak to him because he's connected to human trafficking. They gave me a Google Dropbox and had about 200 videos or more in it. And there were people getting beaten up who have been working under duress for these human compound centers. They weren't just in one country, they were in 7 countries. A associate of Ryan Jew owned one of these compounds, and this lady was trying to connect them all together. You're not just buying a Ponzi scheme. You're buying an organization that may be employing or using human trafficking people to run their organization. I just commented on Behind MLM's website just a few minutes ago, and in there it talked about how Diversal has admitted that they bought the database from Hyper Tech Group. It's a really interesting article. It's only a couple of days old, and I went in there and posted, and I said, funny enough, when the directors of Diversal were doing a Zoom meeting, the wallpaper behind them was exactly the same as the wallpaper that was in the VideoLook Zoom meetings, which proved they were all working out of the same building. Garrett Blakesley, I sent him the picture and he said, oh, yeah, they work out of the same building. He worked in that office for 5 months. And then Sam tried to throw him under the bus for the demise of VideoLook. And then he's been on the phone to me for over 2 or 3 hours now, and we talk and I ask him questions, and he's very informative. He's like a whistleblower to us, and he's been great. But we're finding that all these companies are operating out of the same building. We've got people investigating the crypto and watching all the trades and the money moving around. One scam called Boomerang claim they're going to launch any day now. They've been saying that for 100 days. We've watched money being transferred out of that organization to the amount of $140 million. They are selling fake arbitrage licenses, and the multi-level marketers are getting 65% of the sales. So the affiliate marketing system is geared up that 65% of the sale goes back to the affiliate marketers. With HyperVerse, over 52%. And the one that we're about to watch here in a few minutes with Carl is 50% of it was going back to the person that sold it. And what product were they getting, do you think? Well, you'll be surprised. So, so we're using that information. So please do help us. Right. So this is Carl's Vimeo account. The other day, I think it was 348 videos when he deleted them all, or he put them all into private. Who knows? But in here, it tells me he's in Canada. And here, he's now updated his affiliate link, and his new thing that he's promoting is, I don't even know what it is, Cop Business. Welcome to Carl's Cop Business Universal Income Replacement. I don't know if this is a scam. I have no idea what this is. But Carl is a multi-level marketing nightmare. He is somebody who will sell sand to the Arabs and ice to the Eskimos, I'm sure. He thinks he's a good salesman. He thinks that he has the right to sell anything to anybody, even if it's not a genuine product. Watch Carl. Do not let him get, this is all stupid stuff. Like we investigate this sort of website, and all we see is royalty free. I mean, we just right click on an image and we go search Google Images. And what will we find, do you think? We'll find people who have used that image over and over again. And there it is there. So free, there's the image from this company. These are not real companies. I had not even rehearsed that. And here's the picture that they've used in their website from Free Pick. And they've used free pictures to represent a company that's going to take your money. If it was a professional, genuine company, they wouldn't be stealing photos from websites. They would be taking photos of their teams, and they would making a real, show about it. And that's just how they do these things. They create a website, and then they tell you this is a company. It's not a company. Do your research. So, Carl, enjoy your one video, and hopefully somebody will sign up from your link from me showing it to you. So this is Carl's. This is the YouTube account that Carl actually had, which I will often keep an eye on them. I actually have a list of YouTube accounts that I go into every now and again. Now, he hadn't had any new videos in here for 7 years. And then you go to the live section, and there have been the 7 years was the last time Carl actually had a video in here. So I thought, oh, Carl has been good. We were quite proud of Carl at one stage when he said that he'd thrown the talent in HyperCosmos and learned his lesson. I was just literally talking about it with Rob Willie today, and he said, you know, when we saw that video that we were about to watch, it was breathtaking. But the fact is, 2 days after that, he decided to throw the talent on it. But now, has he sat there on his hands and done nothing? Nope, he's just carried on. And as he said in the video just before, he will now try to do it stealth mode so you can't track him. So that's one of his YouTube accounts. Here's another one. This one has 2,442 subscribers, but he said that he found out that that system that he had was 15 days ago. He's only been promoting it for 15 days, and that he found out a few days ago that it wasn't a genuine opportunity. And now he's gone and deleted, get this, 2 months worth of videos. Why did you need to delete 2 months worth of videos if you've only been promoting it for 15 days? That does sort of make it quite interesting. So just to prove that, you can see that 2 months ago, now what I haven't got time and you haven't either, but if you want to, you'll easily find that. It's just Carl Haavaldsen, I think, and the number is 9951. So if you want to, go through here, have a listen to his videos. I'll just chuck it in the chat room, actually, in case you want to go and have a look, but don't do it now, do it later. Bookmark it, learn to bookmark. It's quite handy doing that. Anyway, so there you go. There's his other channel. So we click over to lives, nothing for 2 months. So Carl's gone into his own website, his YouTube account, and deleted all videos that he's done over the last 2 months. But if you look carefully, what's this one here? Skyline Penthouse, Marvel Global. That doesn't that says it all? So this brand that he's got his face on is the one that the Canada has published a cease and desist, a 51-page document saying don't promote it. And on his page here, he's still got that name there. I bet they'll be gone tomorrow. And look about the ones in the middle. Are these? I know. I thought they might be NFTs. So say goodbye to Carl. Right, so what are we up to now? We've got, this is the big video, the big moment of shine. Now, what do we have? I think we need to do this video as well, so we'll just bring that up with a bit of sound. We'll stop sharing that, and we'll reshare it so we get the sound coming through. And there we go. I'll just see what, I can't remember what we did here. Deleted videos. I think I've just shown you what I was going to show you on this. Let's have a listen. I'll just go back. I'm getting too many windows open here. I'm getting too excited. Say goodbye to blockchain. Goodbye to WAS's terms and conditions. And deceptive website ahead and back to here. And copy the video at this current time. The truth of the matter, go back to our email. I covered that already. So now we're going to go to the video that was taking me an hour to get into. Sorry about that, guys, but I just wanted to give you a full upbringing. We'll probably in about 10-15 minutes we'll be done. So if I go share this video here and I bring that up, just once again, I just want to make it clear what I'm doing this for. I said Carl Haavaldsen exposing the snake oil salesman, upcoming coming soon, is actually now. But I just want to, I'm not here to harm scammers. I'm here to expose them to some of the hard truths, and make them reflect on where their career choices has taken them. More importantly, I aim to highlight the devastation they may be causing to innocent investors. I'm not here to destroy Carl. I'm here to save others from their action. Now listen to this guy. This is the video. This, out of all my videos that I've ever done on HyperVerse, this would be in the top 5 at least. And this video has not been on the internet on my YouTube channel. It's been on my Odyssey account, and I stayed up to 3:30 last night finishing it off. So this is breathtaking stuff, and I do hope that you enjoy it. I'll just make it fit the window a little bit more cozier so we can get the best out of it. That should do it. And let's get started. Now, I'm just going to do about 5 or 10 seconds of all the timelines, and you can listen to the demeanor of this guy, and you tell me whether he's changed his spots. I'd like to do the first bit is the first 3 minutes. It's pretty breathtaking. Enjoy this.
Good morning, everybody. I have decided to take a different stance with HyperCosmos. I don't believe that anybody should transition to it right now, okay? Because the HyperCosmos platform does not have, in my opinion, a legitimate product in there. They're trying to use the HyperVerse Academy, which is outdated. And to me, I don't believe that is a plausible product to have in there. So when converting your HUs to HBs, I would recommend, if you're going to go to HyperNation, that you send them there. At least they'll have use in there at some point. But to this point here, I don't believe, at least I am not going to feel ethically and morally comfortable with promoting that HyperCosmos platform. Okay, what you choose to do will be totally up to you, but I'm dead against it until they possibly put in maybe one of HyperNation's products in there, or offer like an NFT entry or something like that, that would have some kind of plausible value to it going forward. But at this point, I am not recommending going into the HyperCosmos platform, because I don't think right now it is a legitimate platform, and that's me. Okay. It took me a while and through a lot of very uncomfortable interactions with people on YouTube that are posting a video I made explaining it, and kind of regret doing that. That's why I'm not going to be recording anything anymore. I will be doing my weekly calls strictly on HyperNation, because that platform is definitely legitimate. It does do what it says it's doing. It has multiple current valued products in there that you can use. So that's the only one that you will see me promote.
So the video that he's talking about is coming up right after this. But watch what happens here.
Then maybe a couple of my other different income streams that I have that you might see on my social media. But on my calls, it's strictly going to be HyperNation. I won't be taking any interaction regarding HyperCosmos. I'm just, I can't. Okay. So if you come on my calls and you want info on it, I'm going to shut you down, because it's strictly going to be HyperNation only. Okay. I know there's a lot of people upset. I'm just as upset as every other member in HyperVerse.
So it's a victim mentality. It's happened to me as well as me. We're all in the same boat. But this guy has gaslighted people. You listen to the way he talked to me on the phone before. I don't even believe he realizes he's doing it. He's like he's brainwashed into thinking that he must keep selling these invisible products to people. It's breathtaking.
Trying to get my money out of there. But at this point, I don't know of any way we're good.
And is it really his money? No, it's not, is it? He thinks he's earned that money because it's compounded, and he put $500 and it turned into $1,500. He recruited, and now he's got $100,000 in there, and he calls it my money. He thinks he's earned it. It's sickening. They think they earn the daily rewards for doing what? Recruiting other people into the fire.
Going to get it out in a legal manner, okay? Because I don't think HyperCosmos is built legitimately. I'm sorry to say that, but you know, going forward, you make your own choices when it comes to that.
Puts the onus back on the people that he coached into it.
I'm literally shutting it down for me and moving all my HBs straight into HyperNation. No longer putting anything into HyperCosmos anymore, because I don't believe in it now. You know, after listening to so many people that came across with different opinions of it, and those opinions make a lot more sense than what the company wants us to do. So hopefully you'll understand that going forward. So again, you know my stance now on it. I'm putting an absolute halt to it, and I hope everybody else does the same. Okay, so moving forward, just HyperNation is what it's going to be in my calls from now on. So I hope you understand that, and I hope you decide to show up and eventually come and join us in HyperNation. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Alrighty, so that's the first part, right? And that was quite noble. I must admit, we were quite happy about that. We thought, good, Carl's seen the light, but has he seen the light? Let's see what happens. Now, this video, 3 days ago, watch the screen.
Hey, good, welcome everybody. Okay, so today I had a meeting with
5 days, sorry.
Pinicky, who is my upline, who is direct to Keith Williams.
Pinicky knock! Got to start like that.
And everything that I've been telling.
So Keith Williams was the first person I actually crashed on a Zoom meeting, and I got to talk to him, and he just made fun of me. He sent me, there's a video out there just recently I posted about, he died on the 19th of April, and he was buried on, I think, the 8th of May. So just recently, 2024. He had stage 4 cancer. I thought it was doing an exit strategy. His family now lives in a £3 million house. He's got money offshore, and he's got investment properties and money in the bank. Apparently, that money was meant to be clawed back to him by the tax department, going by what I heard from the men in black. But they went to visit him. And they said he's no good to us, meaning he was about to die. And he's died. So now that's karma, I believe. But anyway, so we're just going to listen to the first part of this for a second, and then we'll flash through the bookmarks.
Has been absolutely bang on, but was a little bit missing, which I got clarity on today. So I have 100% clarity of exactly what's happening with HyperCosmos and why it's being done this way.
All right, so you've got 100% clarity, and he's fully in the picture. That's what he's telling you. And now you're going to see the most shocking Ponzi scheme ever. And it speaks for itself, so I'm just going to rattle through them.
Okay. Get its value back is that when new USDT comes into the system, so it doesn't mean you putting new money in, it's you creating new sales into HyperCosmos, starting with just $100 packages for people. You will make an immediate $50. Now, HyperCosmos is paying out right now on all US dollar deposits. So if you sign up somebody today for $100 USDT, you'll be paid $50. That $50 will immediately be put into your balance for you to withdraw immediately.
Does make you wonder why you just wouldn't scam the total $100 of your mate if you're going to do that, isn't it? But what product were they selling? Well, it gets better, ladies and gentlemen.
It is happening HyperCosmos right now, but only on USDT deposits.
So that means if you transfer your money from, if you transferred your money from HyperVerse because you couldn't get it out, and you transfer it into HyperB, whatever tokens, that was no advantage to you whatsoever. So now what you need to do is start selling, and only fresh money would come back to you, but you'd only get 50% of it. It's just absolutely incredible.
Whoops, that's not where I want to go. I need to go here and log in. So you can see I have 78,000 USDT sitting here. This is actually HBs, but they are immediately converted to a USDT in the system.
All right. So if you're not familiar with that, HU dollars, when you bought a $300 HyperVerse package, you would get HU dollars, and that would be equivalent to dollar for dollar. And they're trying to keep it a stable coin, but the reality is that well, these days it's worth 0.00002 something. But and the same here. So they're basically telling you that the $78,000 that he has in here is basically all good in the platform, no good outside the platform. But quite interesting. So let's just go into here. So we had a couple of questions come from people. They're quite interesting.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, how you doing?
Okay, I'm good. How about you? Okay, I do understand that to be able to withdraw in HyperCosmos, we have to bring people who will buy minimum 100 package,
yep.
And we will benefit 50% of their package, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So I would like to know the promotion you want to start.
I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I just want to talk about this part here. I will talk about the promotion later.
So just
okay.
Shit, really, isn't it?
The principle, is it possible to get the principle out that
out of all the quotes that I've ever heard people say, this guy here is the best one. This is the whole purpose of this video. We did a short on this, everyone knows this guy's voice. So you'll enjoy this if you haven't heard it before.
Put in my
No.
capital or no. So
No.
that was just a
The
rumor.
only way it can be done. So
The
I'll
only
explain-
way I can get money out is by onboarding new people.
you have to, yeah. And I'll tell you
So
why.
where did my money go?
Sorry?
Where did my money go? Where did my investment go? My principal.
It's still in HyperVerse. It will move over to HyperCosmos. And then when you refer people, it will then deduct and pay out to you. At some point in time, the HBs will be activated for payout, which will accelerate things. It just can't be done now because the pool needs to be built in HyperCosmos with new funds. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, so I have to onboard people into this new thing, which
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable doing that with people, given my experience with HyperVerse.
Okay,
and
so you have a choice.
6,000.
Then here's your choice, Leland. All the money that's in there, just walk away, forget about it, because you're never going to get it. It'll never be paid to you. Just walk away.
So I never get the money.
You'll never get the money.
So
The only way you will get it
principal is
paid
gone.
is this way. And the reason
By
is
taking other people's money and putting them on the line to risk losing all of
okay,
their
Leland,
money.
I'm not going to get into an argue with you in my room here. If you're not happy with it, please leave and then get your information elsewhere. But I'm not here to cause an argument with anybody. I'm here to rely the information that I know of what's going on. If you're not happy about it, there's nothing I can do. I'm just the messenger. So please respect my room and we'll leave it at that. Thank you.
I think you're misunderstanding the question.
That I'm not misunderstanding anything. They want their money out previously. They can't get it, Dan. And that's how it is. And you spoke out of turn too. So please put up your hand.
All right.
I'm getting a little angry right now with the disrespect that people are having in this room. Please have respect in my room. If not, I'm going to boot you and you won't get back in again.
Charming, eh?
Go ahead, Matteo.
Hi. My question is that you basically saying that one day in the future, when there's going to be more money in the pool, clients with HB are going to get the 50% commission.
With HB, yes, but they have to
With
build the
HB.
value. So what has to have done is we need to build it with new money in the pool because the new money.
So there's no money unless they sell packages. That's what they're basically saying. Next one.
They could have done that because HyperNation is a completely different company. So is HyperCosmos. So they could have shut that down and said, you know what, screw you guys. We're shutting it down. We're not paying anybody anything. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with this here because.
So it seems like they're trying to say they're doing people a favor. But ironically, the product that he claims that HyperCosmos has was the Academy. And that was in HyperVerse. And then in that sentence there, he's saying they're not connected. So what is it, Carl? You know, these are the lies and the twisted truths. And he just goes on to say that he spent a week trying to figure out how this works before he come on this Zoom. And then 3 days later, 5 days later, there's no, it's
because we know we got a good thing. Doesn't matter. They're allowing you to take your earnings over to here and get paid it all. But I will show you how to make more money than you've ever made in your life. I was a V5 in HyperVerse. I was making $4,500 a day. Do you think I was not mad when everything went down? A day, not a month, a day. And that was strict, just like that. But I never left. I put it on pause until I could find out what the real issue was behind everything. I didn't listen to smear campaigns that were going on out there. I sat back and needed to find out the logic.
Goodness me. It's a breathtaking video to watch this one, guys. We'll carry on anyway. Next wee statement. Oh no, don't do beach balls. Just going to go back.
Okay, thank you, Carl.
Here we go again. Is it going to work? Ah, got beach balls. This is like, what do they call it? Boomerang. Threatens the community. I'm just going to refresh on that, and hopefully that might do something amazing. Probably kill whatever I'm looking at, but let's see if we can get that going, because that's not very good.
A bit aggravated, but you know what? It started that way. I'm trying to get back to my normal sense in here. But I'm trying to help you guys. I don't have to do these calls.
Oh, no.
I don't have to do anything.
No, you don't. Right, let's go back.
Okay, Diodoni, your question.
That's the one I wanted, kids. Here we go.
So again, next week, get your account transitioned over, get your stuff moved over, and so it's set, and then bring some new people in, and I will pre-fund their account with $100 if I pick their name out of a hat.
100.
I'm going to pick 5 names a day, but they have to be present in this room. Or you have to have a name of one person who doesn't. Okay? And if I find out that anybody gave me an existing member in there, you will be banned for life from anything I do. Okay? Because I have a zero tolerance for people that fool me.
Does that sound like an organization or a
Okay, thank you.
community that you want to be part of?
Recruiter. I'm not a snake oil salesman.
Oh, I think you're
Okay?
right, Carl.
That's what people think referrers are or recruiters are. They're not.
Well, what are you then, Carl? I mean, what definition are you, and where do you fit in on the planet? Are you a bottom feeder, or are you somebody who's at church at the front of the church singing the gospel? I don't think you're singing the gospel, my friend.
All I do is I post my journey of success on a daily basis as I'm creating my success. It's my journey. And at the end of everyone, I just make a statement. Would you want this kind of journey too? Right? I can show you how to do it. As simple as what you're reading right now.
Oh my God.
I think what I need to know though, Carl, is because I've never even had a withdrawal, none of my downlines have. What product am I selling? HyperCosmos, HyperLab.
HyperCosmos is interconnected to HyperVerse. So the product that comes with HyperCosmos is actually the Academy from HyperVerse, because every new member has access to HyperVerse from HyperCosmos to go to the Academy. So the Academy is the product. Basically, HyperCosmos is just an extension of HyperVerse.
Okay.
It's a gateway.
So just a few minutes ago, he said they're completely separate companies. But she comes up with a really good, valid question. But his answer is breathtaking because it means that HyperCosmos doesn't have a product at all, going by what he comes back with.
Into HyperNation. That's all that it is. They just have to do it a different way. That's all.
And just to clear up as well, which obviously the HB liquidity. So you think eventually, say if I've already transferred some HB over to HyperCosmos. I've got 3 lakh downlines who've done the same, but with HB. Do you think eventually HB will be able to withdraw from HB?
Yes, but it won't be till I think the end of January, February sometime. That's what I think.
But again,
it's all dependent.
It was a long-term plan.
Yeah, but it's all dependent on whether we just say, okay, let's get everybody over, because that needs to be done first. Everybody needs to get over to HyperNation or to HyperCosmos, okay? They need a high percentage of volume in there, and then they need the sales coming in order to start the release and get the burn off of the HBs. Once the HBs start to get burned off from new US.
If somebody's bankrupt, you just need to tell them that you won't be bankrupt once we find a new job and you start getting a new income stream. Because at the moment, you've got no money. You've just got to, it's just stupid. I mean, it goes on. Here's another question.
Where they're going to come into, if you bring them into HyperCosmos only, but they have a parallel account in.
They will go through your link. So again, I think.
Right,
I didn't show that. So let me go back and show that.
I'm good with that part of it. That's not my question.
Okay, so you know where to get the link.
Yeah, but so they're going to be coming in through they will have a HyperVerse account themselves afterwards.
Yeah, but the HyperVerse account will only be good for the Academy. They won't have access to all the other stuff in here because they were never in it prior.
Okay, so but that's what I'm asking. Wouldn't it be better to sign up in HyperVerse?
No, because the HyperVerse sign up doesn't work anymore.
So there you go. You can't sign up for HyperVerse, but he's basically selling another company's product, and people can't access it unless they go through his link from his back end because there's no more accounts to be set up. And this is how crazy. So he's basically selling nothing. So what were people buying these memberships for? And how could he sleep at night selling these to people, knowing that he's going to, if they use fresh USDT, that 50% of it went into his back pocket. This is literally stealing from people. You're selling nothing and taking half the money under the brand of a company called HyperCosmos. Now, remember Hypertech Group? Well, they started calling themselves HyperCapital. HyperCapital lasted for a few minutes and then started getting a bad name, get flagged as a Ponzi scheme. It's funny. And then they rebranded to HyperFund, HyperVerse, HyperNation, HyperCosmos. And then it went to HyperPlanet and then Diversal. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. Let's see what we got the next one.
I'm good with that part of it. That's not my question.
Okay, so you know where to get the link.
Yeah.
We'll try this one.
What the purpose of HyperCosmos was. And now I know, right? Not only is it to help everybody get their money back, that's always a great thing, but it's how to 3x their money over and over again on multiple platforms. We're waiting to get money thrown in our face in big giant lumps.
Oh my God.
That's what's going to happen that people are not used to. There are people here that are going to make $100 sales and get paid $50 and never made $50 in a single day in their life. And that's going to happen on a regular basis. Then $100, then $500, then $1,000 a day. Recruiter. I'm not a snake oil salesman. Okay? That's what people think refers to recruiter. I'm not a snake oil salesman.
He is.
Okay? That's what people think refers our recruiters are. Recruiter. I'm not a snake oil salesman.
He is.
What product am I selling? HyperCosmos, HyperLab. The community of
HyperCosmos.
HyperNation.
HyperCosmos is interconnected to HyperVerse. So
Wasn't
I'm good with that part of it. That's not my question.
What have we got here?
what the purpose of HyperCosmos was. And now I know, right? Not only is it to help everybody get their money back, that's always a great thing, but it's how to 3x their money over and over again. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. And this is what I think is going to happen.
Here we go.
HyperCosmos, people are going to go in there and they're going to start seeing that they're making 50% every day on all this. And then as they refer more people, they're getting paid more levels down. So they're getting even more paid for them every day. And that is going to pay them so big and so fast. They'll go into HyperNation, they'll do that, and then they'll go, oh, I just joined the slow train again. Right?
What's the product, eh?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to happen. We went from a slow train pay to a friggin' bullet train, but we're allowing ourselves to put some funds into HyperNation and go back to the caboose, like some people said. Mm-hmm. We're in the engine, right? So it's there. So they're still making money. They're still making 3x on their money. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's going there. But this thing is just going to go out of control. I can see it. It's going to be, everybody doesn't see what I see, but I can see this. I've been a networker for 42 years. I have never seen anything like this. I've been in the crypto space for 9 years. I've never seen anything pay like this in the crypto space. This is insane. I thought it was insane with HyperVerse. This is 5 times that insanity right here. Because everybody doesn't realize that their money is never ending. They're not just getting 3x. They're getting 3x and beyond because it's not stopping. Right? And this is what people have to realize. And that personal referral is what's going to accelerate everything. Imagine you just going out there and doing personal referrals and getting 50%, and you're getting all excited about the 50%. And then all of a sudden, because of all these referrals, now you're getting paid on level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That just happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in HyperVerse, we just made the sales and we were making 0.5% a day at one point, then it went to 0.3%. And everybody was ecstatic. Oh, this is the greatest thing, right? And then when some of you hit V1, then all of a sudden extra income kicked in. Then V2, more income. V3, more income. V4, more income. V5, more income. I was making an insane income at V5. I never made that kind of money before. And it came to me in 18 months. You know how fast that same money is going to come to me here in Cosmos? Oh, probably at half that time. Because we're not waiting for a trickle feed to come out anymore. We're waiting to get money thrown in our face in big giant lumps. That's what's going to happen that people are not used to. There are people here that are going to make $100 sales and get paid $50 and never made $50 in a single day in their life. And that's going to happen on a regular basis. Then $100, then $500, then $1,000 a day. This is going to happen so fast, people aren't even going to realize it. All selling $100 packages because they will just sell massive amounts of them. And then those people are going to see how that works. And they're going to go, holy crap, I'm buying $500. I'm buying $1,000 because they're taking what they're making out of there and they're bundling it back. That's what's going to happen. That's what everybody did in HyperVerse. Am I not wrong? That's what everybody did.
Mm-hmm.
So for everybody to allow themselves to let the past haunt their present, I'm telling you, just don't let it haunt you. Don't let HyperVerse haunt the success what HyperCosmos is going to give you. Okay? Just don't.
Yeah, well, that's enough for me. But the very end of this video is quite breathtaking because 5 days later, after this video was filmed, and I was one of the ones that went after him because of this video, and I never put this video on my YouTube channel. But only 5 days after this, what happens? I'm not going to play the whole lot, but you'll get
Thanks
the idea.
again. Good morning, everybody. I have decided to take a different stance with HyperCosmos. I don't believe that anybody should transition to it right now, okay? Because the HyperCosmos platform does not have, in my opinion, a legitimate product in there. They're trying to use the HyperVerse Academy, which is outdated. And to me, I don't believe that is a plausible product to have in there. So when converting your HUs to HBs, I would recommend, if you're going to go to HyperNation, that you send them there. At least they'll have use in there at some point.
Well, there you go. That's our show. I think you get the idea. Those video links are actually in the description of this video. Hand on heart, love Carl to be in here now. I would love him to come in here and tell me why he thinks he's allowed to promote these opportunities. I mean, he claims he does the research and trying to give you peace of mind, and then the next breath he tells you to do your own research and make your own decisions for yourself. But this is what I'm doing, and he leads by example. Unfortunately, Carl, you haven't got the, if I see you in a Zoom meeting, my Avengers will go in there. They'll tell me. I will cause some form of disruption. I don't think you're going to get anyone knocking on your door and arresting you. It would be great if they did, and hopefully, all those emails we sent out the other day, somebody might actually do good old-fashioned investigation. They might investigate you for tax. I mean, you just told everyone in this video that in 2022 you were earning $4,500 per day. Did you put your tax away for that? Did you put $1,500 tax away for that money that you were earning? Or did you leave it all on the blockchain? Or have you got it in crypto? Or what are you actually doing for a living? Carl Miller is another Carl. Now, we found out that Carl was on the dole earning $738.60 a fortnight. He got so excited about doing boomerang trading. He's telling me that he was making $350 an hour by doing trading. So what's your story? Would you like the tax department to investigate you back in 2022 when you were a VIP 5? And I assume that I think you had to have 200 people in your down leg or your left leg or your right leg, whatever it was. How did you get there? You went and told your friends and your family about HyperVerse. How are those friends and family? How's your relationship with those friends and family now, Carl? I don't think they'll be too good. I just wanted to, I wanted to make an example out of Carl. I mean, this morning, May Summervu, which is probably the female version of Carl, wants to come on my meeting and tell me that I'm a criminal. She wants to arrest me in a Swedish prison. She says she's gone to the Switzerland. I forgot where it is, but she doesn't know I live in New Zealand. It's absolutely crazy. I said to her, why don't you become a co-host? Why don't you come in here and watch Jarvis in the morning preach and push those boomerang licenses down their throat? Everything, I spent 2 minutes listening to a guy about HyperVerse, and I just wrote back to him. He actually emailed me. I forgot about that. And then I said, it's a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. He rang me up and he said, I'm a successful businessman. He said, I'm not stupid. He's never contacted me since HyperVerse has fallen over to tell me he is stupid. You know, these guys often reinvest their money into another opportunity, hoping they can double down and get their money out. May Somerville used to tell people, or Sam Lee used to be in her Zoom meetings, and he used to say that every project you've got to get in on day zero. And I said, if you don't, you lose. And every project has a beginning and an end. You know, when you put in your seed money, work like a beaver and get that out first. Then worry about your 1 times, 3 times, or 10x. You know, and this is how they train people. All these platforms that you hand over your money actually are giving other people your car keys and asking them to respect your lovely car that you've worked hard for. Don't give them your money. If you want to get involved in crypto, you know, go get a Binance app loaded on your phone and buy some Bitcoin of some sort, anything you want, but just don't let other people direct you on how you should spend your money because you'll never see it again. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That video was actually around about anything from 10 to 15 hours work, and I tried to deliver it as best I could. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have had about 2 hours sleep tonight, so if I'm a bit lethargic, a little more slower, it's because I'm struggling to stay awake. I don't know if you noticed, I was actually nodding off while I was listening to him. Carl, become an Avenger. Look, I'll be proud to have you in my team. I don't want to see you promoting any more opportunities. The pay sucks. So if you want to donate to the show, it would be much appreciated. There's other ways you can do it. If you watch this video to the end, there's a thanks button. You can click thanks, give us $1. It helps. Or you can go to my website, dehek.com. You can book some time with me if you want some advice. I'll never give you investment advice, but I will show you some red flags of the opportunity that you may be looking at. Don't give your money away to these guys. At the moment, I believe the one that we're busting the most at the moment is Boomerang. It's arbitrage trading, they claim. It's fake arbitrage trading. We've proven it. We've destroyed their website. We've proven that the money they're paying you is coming from the website. We can see everything. Fully transparent to the website we did. This week, I've done about 10 videos. No, I haven't. I've probably done 15 videos. 2 new Ponzi schemes, well, not Ponzi scheme, 2 more arbitrage trading platforms come out. And Chavis, the guy that's made the first one, is telling us that he's got patents. One of the new arbitrage trading platforms also has a patent. They all copy the ideas. And I'm sure that Boomerang is going to get traction and it'll be out of control like a wildfire. We won't be able to stop it. And then I will start getting people coming to myself and Rob saying that they were a victim. That's not an excuse. You don't give your money away to people. You can't call victim the victim card. It's just not going to work. Now, you need to be savvy. If you're going to hand over the money to somebody you don't know, then you need to go and ask a proper financial advisor for advice or email us and we'll tell you to do it or don't do it. But you'll never see me putting my money onto one of those platforms that delivers a whole lot of lies eventually one day, never. All right, guys, I'm waffling a wee bit. Thank you very much for watching. That was Carl. I'll put my music on at the end. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. That's what I do for a living. I'm having the next couple of days off, I should say. I should turn that down a bit. I'm having the next couple of days off, so you're not going to see me tomorrow morning. And I'm also going to have Saturday off. So that's tomorrow morning and Saturday morning. My Saturday morning, I'm going to have it off. And maybe you'll see me on Sunday unless something big happens. Thank you to the people in the chat room here today. I wish I could pronounce your name. Let's go. Andrea. Is it Andrea? With a Y? Is it? I'm actually saying it right, aren't I? Andrea? Is that how we say your name? And you're a New Zealander. And you're probably friends with me on Facebook because I've got 5,000 of them. I don't know everyone. Let me try to pronounce it my dyslexic way. Andrea. Andrea? I think that might be better than Andrea. Andrea. Yeah, I think that's right. Andrea. That's a beautiful name. Hey, thanks for your support. Nice having a chat to you. We're trying to keep me awake. And we'll see you in the next video, which will be in a couple of days. Reach out to me on WhatsApp. It's in the chat room. Love to connect. Love to hear your story. Recently returned home. Oh, where have you been? You're going to say Australia, aren't you? Let me guess. I've traveled to 35 countries. Most exciting country I've been to is actually Bangladesh, to be honest. Well, they're all different in their own which way. I'm not going to Vietnam with Aussie. That's right. Welcome home, bloody Aussies. Dear, that's cool. All right, lovely guys. See you in the next video.